Hello everyone. This is a short video to show you how easy it is to create your own file. This goes with the article I wrote for the Detroit Area Council of Teachers of Mathematics journal, The Factorial, on translating functions. Okay. So if you need to open a new document, go File, New Document, and I'm going to add a notes page to start. And on the notes page, I'm just going to put the title. So if I say translating functions, and you might even want to put your name on it if you want to. If you want to get fancy, you can actually make that bold or change the color or all that kind of good things. Next, I'm going to insert a graphing page. Okay. And if I'm dealing with translation, I am going to first say work with a quadratic function. I'm going to say x minus h quantity squared and then plus k. Now, notice it automatically comes up, do you want to create a slider? Yay, new operating system, love it. And I'm going to put OK. So it gives you the sliders right here. I'm going to click off to deselect, and then you and both students would then grab it and move it how you want to. If you want to change the settings on it, just right click on the software and hit settings. And then you can change the value you started at, the minimum, the maximum, the step size. I like to go a half unit. You can change the style from horizontal to vertical if you decide. In fact, I'll leave that one alone the way it is. Escape there. Okay. So, and H represents our horizontal translator. Whoops, let me try to grab it. There we go. And then we have K representing our vertical translator. Now, since it's our vertical translator, I'm going to change this and make it a vertical slider. And I'm also going to do that in every half. There you go. So you've got K and you've got H. Let me just move it. There we go. A lot of this is kind of intuitive. Right click happens to do a lot. Move that one. I'll move that one out of the way. Now, I am going to actually hide the label because I like to have my format be y minus k equals f of x minus h, but I want to have that on here. So I am actually going to insert some text. So I can either go to Menu, Actions, and then Text, and I'm just going to put it right down here. So y minus k equals x minus h, and then I'm going to do squared. Okay. Now, that's not interactive text, but it'll show students as you go along. Okay. Done with your first function. Yay. Now, if I want to use the same variables, I'm going to insert a new page to do that. And um, see how here it says 1.1, 1.2. If I were just to insert a page 1.3, all of these variables would be tied to each other. If I want it to be separate, then I actually have to insert a new problem. So up here on Insert, put problem in. Again, I'm going to do graphing. This time, let's do absolute value. How do you find absolute value? Well, there's a template button here that could have you find absolute value. Or if I'm on the software, I just like to type ABS with parentheses, just like you would if you were doing some programming. So x minus h inside the parentheses, and then plus k outside. And look, it asks me again for the sliders, which is great. I can move my sliders around. They're connected right now. I can change the value I want it to start at. If I'm going to right click again to do settings, I'm actually going to have it start at 0. I'm going to enter value 0.5 or however you want to. And I'm going to keep this one horizontal. And I'm going to move it slightly out of the way. I'm going to right click here, settings. I'm going to have it start at 0 so we see the parent function. And I'm going to make this slider vertical. And I got to right click to move it out of the way. There we go. Next thing I want to do is I actually want to hide the label because it's not quite in the format that I want. Maybe you want it in this format. It's up to you, of course. And then I'm going to insert some text. Now, another way I can insert the text is if you actually come up here where it has little tools, it gives you that menu without the calculator screen. Some people find that easier when they're working on the software. It's in Actions, Text. I'm going to go right here. Y minus K equals the absolute value. I actually going to have to go back here. There we go. Of x minus h. And as I hit enter, that's it. You can add as many different functions that you want. I have found students to, when doing all of them and realizing that, wow, it works the same no matter what function you're dealing with. I think that's pretty cool. And the last thing you're going to want to do, of course, is save it. Notice this little asterisk up here. That means you've done things in this document that haven't been saved yet. There's a variety of ways to save it. Right here from this little arrow, or up here where it says File and Save As. Okay. You choose, in this way I like to do it because I get to choose where I want to save it to, and I usually save it to some kind of a folder that I have for the particular class. And then whatever section you want, if you want to say translating functions, or it's connected to a particular section in your textbook, you can do that as well. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. So have some fun.